I'll take it, guys. What a great way to start off the week this week, especially for big tech. Look at this, guys. The NASDAQ 100 right now is up 1.6%. We have the S&P up around 0.6, 0.7%. Not bad. As we have the Russell and the Dow pretty much at break even, actually leaning more towards the red now, 0.1 to about 0.2%, as the markets are about to close in about 30 seconds. So in this video, we're going to break down a lot, the indexes, stocks I'm looking at, my thoughts on everything going on. So if you all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to follow me on Twitter, guys. I'm getting way more active on Twitter, and my goal is to hit 1,000 followers on there. I think we're at, what, 700 followers or something like that, so make sure to go follow me at StockSurfS or Stocks Talk Stocks. I'll see you guys on there, and with that being said, guys, cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Let's dive into it. There goes the bell, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I want to break down a bunch of names in this video that did pretty well, especially the ones that you see at the top of my watch list right here, which we'll get into in a minute. But first, let me show you what's going on here when it comes to SPY, Triple Q, the Dow, Russell. Let's see what's going on with the indexes before we talk about these individual stocks. So SPY ended up closing up 0.65%, and you guys can see it actually dumped a little bit here into close, really in the last 18 minutes of trading, from 3:42 roughly to about 4 p.m. on the East Coast. We sold off. That was a drop from 440.11 down to around 439.30 roughly. That was a 0.2% drop, and now it's selling off even more after the bell as we closed about a minute ago. So this is giving back a little bit of the gains. Is it a big deal? Obviously not. It's not that big of a deal considering we uptrended all day, and we're just pulling back a little bit right now, right? We got a little bit too hot on the intraday, at least in my opinion, right? We pretty much ran straight all day to 440. That was a fresh high at about 3:45 p.m. And it makes sense to me on the intraday chart that we're pulling back. This looks good for the bulls overall. Probably the same thing. Well, I could definitely tell you the same thing for Triple Q, as this thing crushed it today, up 1.6% on the day, as we had stocks like, Adobe, stocks like Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, you name it. All those did very well today, which we'll cover some of them later in the video. You guys can see this ran up to about, 364.50, then it pulled down to about, now it's at 363.50 after the bell, so it's down about $1, down about 0.25%, which is nothing in the grand scheme of things, considering this went up 1.6% on the day, right? This is looking really good overall on the intraday chart, right? And if we pull up the longer time frames, guys, we're not yet fully breaking out. Keep that in mind. Even though Triple Q had a great day today, 1.6%, tech crushed it. No doubt about it. It was one of those days. We're still in this downtrend. We're still under the 180 SMA on this time frame, as you guys can see right here. And until we break out of this, guys, on the 1 hour chart, my thoughts are going to remain the same, right? So I'm going to set my alert at $368 per share. Let me do that now. Mark is at or above, and we'll see where it goes from that point. Again, if we break out of that trend, the 180 SMA on this 1 hour chart, then we could start fully reversing, at least in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And on SPY, probably the same thing, right? Let me pull it up and see. Yeah, it's in a downtrend. We need to break out of this trend probably right around 443. So let me set my alert at 443 on SPY. Let's do that. Mark is at or above. And let me see the Dow very quickly, guys. Then we'll run through the watch list. Yeah, pretty much same thing with the Dow. The Dow had a red day today. Same with the Russell, guys. Those are still clearly in downtrends on the 1 hour chart. So keep that in mind, guys, when it comes to the indexes. The Russell, the Dow, they broke even. NASDAQ is doing pretty well, or did do well today, but overall it needs a little bit more for the momentum shift, in my personal opinion. Same thing with the S&P 500. So let's see some of these stocks that did well today, guys. Look at Nvidia. Holy smokes, guys. Nvidia did super well today. Nvidia went up 8.5% with earnings coming up on Wednesday. So this is one that I made a video on, I believe, yesterday, right? Or was it Saturday? That might have been Saturday, actually. So go check that out. But we talked about the earnings coming up, estimates, all that good stuff. And we talked about how earnings were this upcoming week. And Nvidia tends to do crazy things during earnings, and I didn't expect it to go up this much, guys, but, well, it's breaking out. That's for sure. It's definitely breaking out now. It's above the moving averages on the 4-hour chart. And let me show you this channel. I think I drew this out in that video, maybe not. Either way, we're completely now breaking out of this channel. We're taking out the highs from last week. Nvidia looks very bullish with earnings coming up. And honestly, I would not be that surprised if it ran up again tomorrow. Is that guaranteed? Obviously not, guys. Nothing's guaranteed. But I wouldn't be surprised if momentum continued into earnings. But then that opens up a potentially dangerous situation. Let's say Nvidia rips to 500 into earnings, and earnings aren't that great. Maybe we are opening up ourselves, or that'd be opening up Nvidia for a big sell-off that could maybe sucker, or not sucker, but screw a bunch of people out there, because this rally right here could sucker in a bunch of buyers. Then it might break out a little bit more. You might be up on paper. Then earnings might come out. Boom, Nvidia drops. But then again, last time they reported, we saw a huge rally. So I think a lot of people are speculating right now that we're going to see something similar. I mean, if I zoom in here, guys, this stock was at 300 back in the end of May when they reported last time, 3 months ago. And the numbers came out, and you guys probably remember, it went from 300 to 400 pretty much overnight. That is unbelievable. That's what Nvidia did. So a lot of people are speculating. They're getting in it. They're gambling, if you will. And I don't know. Am I participating in that? No, I'm not. I'm going to wait till earnings come out, even though it means I might miss the move. It's all good. But I'm watching it. I'm watching it, guys. And, we're going to cover it here on the channel, the numbers, all that good stuff. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see that breakdown and my reaction to the charts when it plays out after earnings, right? And how it plays out up until earnings or up to earnings, because we'll cover Nvidia for sure. Again, before Wednesday after the bell, which is when they actually report earnings. And Tesla today, guys, my goodness, up 7.3%. And I'm kind of pissed at myself, guys. I mean, I talked about this last week when it was at 215. I didn't take the position because I didn't want to buy it before the weekend. And, well, I missed out on this $15 move, 7%. And it is what it is. At this point, now we're actually right by the 50 SMA, right around here, which is a big resistance. I mean, that's where we failed time and time again, stemming back from the end of July. So about a month now, we've been failing at that point. So if Tesla breaks out of there, maybe we can catch some momentum. But for now, I'm personally sitting on my hands. I missed the weekend move. It is what it is. And there's no point in chasing it. That's where a lot of retail could get in trouble, right? I'm not saying there's no more legs in this rally. This could rally even more for all we know. But a lot of people get in trouble when, let's say, they missed a move. Like I was saying, Tesla was solid on Friday, in my opinion. I didn't take the move because I didn't want to wait over the weekend. But some people would see this move being made, then they'll buy because they're pissed that they didn't buy, on Friday or a couple of days before. And that could end up screwing them, right? So for me, guys, I missed the move. I'm going to sit on my hands now and see how it plays out. Maybe we do break above, let's say 235. Maybe then we can see some more momentum. Maybe then I would reconsider it. But for now, I'm sitting on my hands for Tesla. But this is one that's doing very well. Looks like it is bouncing off that 215 spot, which I did actually post this on Twitter as well, which again, make sure to go follow me on Twitter, guys. It is free at StockSurfS, or just type in Stocks Talk Stocks. You'll find me on there. We're almost at 1,000 followers on Twitter, guys. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Tesla? Let me know those thoughts down below in the comments. So that's another one that's doing well today. We have CrowdStrike that did pretty well today, and it's also looking quite interesting here. Let me draw this chart out for you guys, draw some lines out. We can see clearly higher lows are being made, right? Higher low right here, boom. Higher low right here, boom. And we have this one right there. So clearly that's intact, the uptrend. And now we're starting to run deeper into this triangle, right, if you will, right? We have resistance at about 165, 167. We failed there in the end of May and June, right? July, August. And now we're starting to break back over the moving averages on the 4-hour chart, right? We're actually starting to play in this window here. So I feel like CrowdStrike could be getting ready for a move. Keyword is could. Nothing's guaranteed, guys. Please, this is not financial advice. But it looks like it could be gearing up for a move towards that 160 to 165 level, right? They end up, I think they're ending up reporting on when's their earnings on the 30th. So that's 9 calendar days away from today when I'm making this video. That gives CrowdStrike some time here before the numbers come out. So maybe we get maybe we get a move before earnings, in other words, guys, right? Now that momentum is starting to shift. So I'm liking this one a lot right now. We'll see how it plays out. I'll do an update. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button while you're at it, guys. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for MooMoo, guys. This is the best promo right now. I'm telling you, use that link down below. It's limited time. You have 10 more days to do it. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000. And fund it with at least $1,000, guys. You get 10 more stocks on top of those 5 stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, it gets even better. This is nuts. If you fund your account at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So guys, what are you waiting for? Get on it. Use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.